So before you start designing your next window, you want to use the first window that you did to kind of map out where your next objects are going to go. So this kind of goes about like that, I think. So you'll want to check to make sure that whatever you put in this section is not going to completely block these images. So here, I think on this one, I might want to put some seaweed coming up, and maybe do some I don't know, I might do another seahorse up here, but I don't want to cover this main kind of cartoon I've got going on. So just kind of get the idea, like, okay, if I've got my piece of paper here and I trace a square, so what you're going to do, actually I'm going to get a different piece of paper. All right, I'm going to get a better piece of paper because I don't have enough room on that one. So I want to trace the square, but I'm going to cut outside of what I trace, okay? So I'm just going to let my pencil go. Trace the opening so I know that I want it to be about this size on the edges, but I also want to keep this next to here so I can be like, okay, well, I'm going to have some seaweed come up here because I don't want to cover the face of any of that. And maybe I'll have the seahorse's head like pop up off of here maybe. I'm gonna draw a little funny seahorse there. Just his little head, because and you can even actually see, like if you hold it up by a window, like you can kind of see behind it. Can you see with the light? So I have the window kind of light shining behind, and I can sort of tell, like, oh, cool. Like I'm not going to cover my image behind it, okay? So that's a way that you can, sorry about the weird camera movement here, and then I might even do something kind of coming off the top. Like maybe I will do a little fish up here, like a fish's head or something with kissy lips. Why not? And maybe like part of a starfish. So again, notice how I'm attaching everything to a portion here, and I'll cut out, so I'll color this. So I'll color all of these pieces here nicely, and I'm going to outline them with my Sharpie because it makes it look finished, just like I did up here. And then once I'm done, I will cut out the box and everything here, except for I'm going to cut a little bit lower. Okay, does that make sense? I'm going to cut like on the outside of this because I want to be able to glue from here to here, because otherwise I won't have anywhere to glue. Okay, so I'll cut it out a little bit bigger. I don't want to cut it out yet, but that's how you draw your next. And then that's what you'll do for your third window as well. You will trace the opening. So here's my last window. This will be the foreground. And I'll do the same thing. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna trace the square, the opening. I'm gonna draw my images so that they're kind of coming off of the edges so that I can cut them all out. And then I will make sure I'm not covering anything that I've already drawn.